Hi, you made it. Look at you, still going. It's been quite a few days for all of us, hasn't it? It's been an interesting time, wouldn't you say? Well, we're here. We are right here with you. And Archangel Gabriel is contributing to this powerful message today, meant to reach you at this exact time. A balanced transformation is awaiting you. And this magnificent shift will happen if you allow it, if you choose it. Shifts aren't some grand spectacle that will woo you and everyone around you. Shifts happen in a click, in an instant, in a micro movement, in a choice. And they will continue to happen as you move forward with speed into your true identity. The one where you learn to be the architect of your own destiny. The one where you stand boldly in your power to manifest, create, and transform energy. At this time, there is a profound transformation yearning to take place for those who are in alignment with this message. We know and we can feel you feeling trapped in this cocoon because you know what lies ahead. You can feel it. You can see the butterfly version of you. And so can we. But you're stuck inside of this cocoon, fighting for your escape, for your freedom to be who you know and what you know that you are. Moving and adjusting, feeling trapped. There's so much discomfort. You have been feeling the discomfort, haven't you? Rest assured, that discomfort is a sign of growth, not failure. And it's not even necessarily about the growth itself. It's about the positioning you perfectly for that growth. I'm seeing a glass being clipped in just the right space. You guys know what I'm talking about, where it shatters into a million pieces. This is the way the old paradigm that in this moment you aren't even aware exists will shatter. Beloved, you are being positioned just right so that you can finally break through this cocoon. The universe cannot give you a life that you are not prepared for. The universe cannot give you a new reality if your wings are not strong enough to fly in it. So as you struggle in this cocoon, as you push and push through your challenges, you strengthen your wings. Evil is being allowed to mess with you so that you can build your strength, so that you can experience the unveiling of the infinite potential that you are. The cycle of death, rebirth, and expansion that you are. You know that you are, but you really haven't accepted it yet. What you have accepted is the last version that you didn't know that you were before that. That's what you've accepted. But you haven't accepted this version yet. And it will take a massive awareness that you will have to bring yourself into alignment with it, to understand what that missing piece is. As you continue to bring yourself into alignment, be prepared for the knowledge that is slowly being downloaded to you. This is happening during your meditation practices, during your sleep, while you dream. For some of you, I'm hearing that when you're playing music or when you're creating, it's in the moments when you have stopped all thought and are lost in the beauty that is your divinity. In these moments, when you fully let go of your resistance, this is when these gifts and when this knowledge is being activated inside of you. You're having new encounters, new interactions, new people are coming into your life. Or people from the past are resurfacing, bringing messages and activations to you. Accept these gifts. They will be of great value to you, and don't judge who they came from, because the universe works in the most intricate ways. Beautiful collective, cosmic family, quantum friends. Remember that you are multidimensional beings. There are multiple versions of you happening at one time. And all of your information comes to you when you are on that path of least resistance. When you're feeling connected, tuned in, tapped into your highness. That's when you're creating from your divine nature. And that's when your path unfolds with ease and grace. Everything lines up perfectly, and the momentum builds, and more delicious experiences transpire, which builds more momentum. And that way lights up brighter, and you find more enjoyment and beautiful people, places, things that match your state of being. And then something steals your attention, something that doesn't feel good at all. Maybe it's some Instagram model that looks nothing like you. Oh my gosh, how does she even look like that? Maybe it's your ex-girlfriend and a picture she just posted of her and her new lover looking ever so loving. And then you start looking at his page and he's definitely got more money than you. And when in the world did they even start dating anyways? There's a picture of them that is dated when you guys were together. Are you really that dumb? Really? Yeah, you are. I guess the great Gabriel is really trying to get through to someone here. But something fights for your attention, and it keeps fighting until you're lost within your own being. If this message has been hitting and you're feeling really in tune with me, that's your guidance system letting you know that there's good stuff here. Please check out my website at guidedandsage.com. There are different ways that you can work with me. And as I walk in my purpose, I have the assignment of bringing people together to sacred spaces through my messages, where they can connect with their soul group and receive what they are supposed to from the retreats that I host. So please check out Peru. It's coming up here in July. I searched for 12 years for my first plant medicine ceremony, and every door slammed shut. 2 different countries. Couldn't happen, wouldn't happen, until one day it fell right into my lap. And when I looked back, I realized why it was such perfect timing. And I will tell you that the weeks and months that follow your plant medicine ceremonies, you'll be living in a whole new world. So here you go. I'm dropping it in your lap. You're welcome. Now back to this message. These energies are fighting for your attention. They're like a baby crying and screaming at the top of its lungs. And you can give in and pick it up, or you can walk away and let the demon soothe itself. It's a test to build your strength, and it's being allowed until you no longer allow it, because you're learning how to be a master of your own energy. It wants to take your gaze off of your happy moment and give that focus over to disappointment, doubt, scarcity, the feeling of not enoughness. And when your focus, because it's so powerful, goes there, it slowly dims the path of your highest vibrational timeline. And before we know it, we have wandered down another one that takes us longer to get where we're wanting to go, and with more things that don't feel good to give our attention to. And more momentum builds. And then we continue on that dim path until we're lost and drop down into another timeline. And more momentum continues, and more darkness consumes us. And in days, we don't even know where we are or how we got here. This is how we bounce in and out of dimensions and timelines. This is what it means to be multidimensional. But you know what the best part of this multidimensional self is? We keep reminding you of this, but we're reminding you again right now. At any point, you can say, hey, wait a minute. I remember what it was like when I didn't put my attention there. And when I put my attention on all the wonderful things happening around me. And in that moment, you make the choice to turn directions. And we say this all the time to those that work with us. You have to slow down before you turn. So you make the choice to turn, and then you slow down the thoughts by meditating, or you completely get rid of the thoughts by just going to bed. When you're not too deep in, you can just change the thoughts. But whatever you do, just slow down the momentum and change directions. And once you've slowed down enough that you can hold the vision of what it's going to feel like when you turn that corner, and you envision and project from your mind's eye that beautiful reality that you know exists, you just keep doing this over and over. And you do whatever is needed to keep that world going, to allow it to come more and more into focus until one day it just is. Bring yourself into alignment or into focus as often as you can. Why wouldn't you? This is heaven on earth versus suffering. You make choices in every moment that bring you closer to your highness. Sometimes you're just one adjustment on that lens away from bringing everything into perfect focus. Sometimes you're right there, but then you knock yourself out and the cycle repeats itself. You keep experiencing this in your life. Some of you for years miss a breakthrough because you don't hold yourself in place for your next breakthrough. Because you start focusing on the past or you start focusing on the future. You're not allowing a balanced and easy transformation. You're fighting the transformation because you don't fully believe in yourself yet. You keep having opportunities to have faith and you choose fear, but that's okay because other opportunities will appear. This is the cycle. That's why scarcity doesn't exist, because there's always more. The cycle is everything. The opportunity dies and another is born, and you find your faith eventually. The universe will orchestrate the opportunity for you to choose it again. And you will. And you will know your power greater than you do right now. You have been so close for so long. How long will you stay in these other dimensions, though? How long will you allow them to mess with you? How long will you allow them to attack you and distract you? It is going to depend on you as to how quickly you pass through this threshold. Don't delay yourself through another cycle. You deserve your blessings. It can all be beautiful if you allow it to. Please like this video if you liked it, because that only makes sense, and share with that one person you're thinking of right now. That's your guidance. Allow yourself to get better at this. A lot of times it's that stuff that we do without even a thought that's some of our best work. And it's easy. Try to get used to easy, huh? Subscribe if you haven't already, or leave a comment. These are two really great ways to contribute your energy to the channel. Just try it out and watch my messages get real personal. I love you, and so it is.